When you think of vampires, you probably picture Dracula, dark castles, and horror movies. But what if I told you there are real vampires flying through the night? Not in fiction, but in the forests of Central and South America. Meet the vampire bat, a creature that drinks blood and may one day save your life. Don't worry, vampire bats won't come after you in the night. But their way of survival is something straight out of a sci-fi novel. Their scientific name is Desmodus rotundus, and while they're small and seemingly harmless, their diet is 100% blood. They live in tropical forests and farmlands of Central and South America, often near cattle or wildlife. And they've evolved extraordinary tools to feed on blood without being noticed. Here's where it gets wild. Vampire bats don't just bite and suck blood like the movies. They make a precise incision in the skin of a sleeping animal, usually a cow, horse, bird, or wild mammal. Their razor-sharp teeth slice the skin painlessly. Then comes the real magic. Their saliva contains a powerful anticoagulant enzyme called Draculin, named after Dracula, which prevents blood from clotting. They gently lap up about 20 to 30 milliliters of blood, enough to nourish them, but not to harm the animal. But how do they find just the right spot to feed? Vampire bats have built-in heat sensors on their noses, similar to infrared cameras. These receptors detect the warmest areas of a host's body, where blood vessels are closest to the surface. It's nature's version of night vision, helping them find the perfect feeding site, even in total darkness. So, are vampire bats dangerous to humans? Not really. They rarely target humans and usually go for animals that stay still while sleeping. But yes, they can carry diseases, including rabies and other zoonotic infections. That's why scientists monitor them closely in regions where livestock or humans live nearby. But overall, they're not the monsters the name might suggest. Here's the surprising part. These spooky little creatures are incredible from a scientific standpoint. The enzyme Draculin in their saliva is now being studied for medical use. Scientists believe it could help create blood-thinning drugs to treat strokes, heart attacks, blood clots. Imagine, a tiny bat that drinks blood might help save thousands of lives in hospitals in the future. Vampire bats also share food with each other. If one bat doesn't find a host to feed on, others will regurgitate blood to help it survive. This rare behavior shows that even among blood-feeding animals, community matters. They've evolved cooperation, heat detection, and chemical precision, all to thrive in the dark. While the myth of the vampire scares us, the reality is far more fascinating. These bats aren't monsters. They're evolutionary marvels. They play a role in the ecosystem, help control insect populations indirectly, and now even offer hope for new medicine. They don't drink gallons of blood. They don't kill their hosts. They simply take what they need, quietly, efficiently, and scientifically. So the next time you hear vampire, don't just think of horror movies. Think of the tiny bat with super sharp teeth, a life-saving enzyme, and heat vision that puts sci-fi to shame. Sometimes nature's strangest creatures are also its most brilliant. Did you learn something new today? Hit that like button and subscribe for more wild and wonderful facts from nature. Comment below. Are vampire bats creepy or cool?